Wow, good evening once again. Welcome again to Quad Drive. You are highly welcome. Um, I think this episode we are going to learn something new and also something that we have learned already. Like it's a continuous of what we learned last week. And please kindly forgive me for not being online since last week because of one or two reasons. I think it's not been easy. Yeah, we're just working things out. So I believe those who have kindly subscribed to the channel have it in mind that we are not leaving you back, but we are with you. And also, let's pray for strength so that we all learn together as we have been doing already. So today, if you can hear me clear on your phone, on your tablet, or whatever gadget you are using, please comment on the section for me to know. And if today is your first time joining us, please do us a favor by liking and also sharing the videos to others so that it will be helpful to a fellow brother or friend that you know. If you are not interested in the video, please kindly do us a favor by sharing the video to others. So I think what we are going to learn today is something about regolazione della velocità. Okay, so let me quickly share my screen so that anyone online can see it. If you are new joining us or if you just join us, please forgive me for not having you guys online since last week, for not uploading video because of one or two reasons. Okay. All right. So those of you that you can see my screen, please give me a comment at the section to know if you can see my screen here. And also like the bottom and also share the videos, please. All right. So if you can hear me clear, let's continue. Those online, if you can hear me clear and sound, let me hear or see your comment at the section, please. If you can hear me, give me a comment at the section to continue, because I don't want to, somebody commented on the video I did that the sound was not clear and it was breaking. So okay, yeah, I think our sister is saying she can hear. All right. My main party, my body. Okay, so I think I'll use this opportunity to also say very big thanks to Christian Seme, like a project that they have taken it on themselves, that they are going to help with sharing the videos to many people, and also the people in the project also to have part of what we are doing or what we are sharing online. So I think if you can see on your screen here, we have what a sign which is talking about altri casi in cui occorre regulare la velocità. Like when we talk of altri casi in cui regulare la velocità, we are talking about cases you have to what reduce your velocity. Cases that you have to what reduce your velocity. I think the last time I was saying about the regolazione di velocità in terms of what the cases and in terms of what the atmosphere, but this one is also talking about other things that you have to what, or other cases that you have to what regulate your velocity. So if you can see on the first sign that we are having here, it's talking about what? The first sign we are seeing on our screen is talking about encroaching. That means the junctions. So if you can see the first sign, which is what? The cars being what? Connected together in a what? In a one road, talking about what? Encroaching, that is junction or connection area. So when you are getting to a connection area or a junction, as you can see on your screen with the first diagram, you are also what? Allowed to what? To regulate your velocity by slowing down. You have what? You are allowed to what? To slow down. Because if you are speeding and you are getting to the junction, as you can see on your screen, if you get to the junction and you are speeding, you cannot regulate your velocity. Have it in mind, if you are speeding and you get to this junction, or when you get to a junction that many cars are there or many cars are joining together in the junction, you cannot regulate your velocity. And even when you are speeding and you get to the junction like this, your car can what? Can turn you upside down. Like when you are speeding to what? To cross the junction or to cross the T junction, any junction that you are crossing and you are speeding up, you are going to what? Lose control. So first of all, you have to regulate your velocity in terms of what? Junction. When you get to a junction, you have to what? Reduce your velocity. So, so when you get to a junction, you have to what? Reduce your velocity. That is the first thing that you have to do in terms of what? Regulating your velocity. When you get to a junction, you have to regulate your velocity. And two, also, when you get to what? In presenza di lavori in caso, that is the second sign here with a what? With a yellow sign inside with the what? The triangle. That is talking about what? In caso di what? Lavori in corso. When you talk of in caso di lavoro di in corso, it is talking about a place that they are what? They are working or people are working. Most of the times you can see this sign also in the city, or you can see it for Wichita. Mostly you can see it at the places that they are what? They are working. Even if it is not what? On the road, you can see this sign. So if they are not working on the road, wherever you see this sign being placed, which is what? The middle sign you are seeing with the what? A human holding a stick inside the what? The arrow, the sign that you are seeing here, you have to what? Reduce your velocity. And it's saying that in presenza di lavoro in corso, in presenza di what? Lavoro in corso. That means when they are working, you are regulated, or you are being what? Assigned to regulate your velocity by slowing down. You are being assigned to regulate your velocity by what? Slowing down. So this is also part of what? This is also part of what? The terms and conditions that you have to regulate your velocity in terms of what? Driving. So as you are getting to a junction, or when you are getting to a junction that you see in the first diagram, which is the encroaching, you have to what? Slow down. Have it in mind that when you are speeding and you get to a junction, you cannot control yourself, because you don't know whether a car is coming from the left side or a car is coming from the right hand side. So for you to be safe, or for you to be at the safe side, what you have to do is what? Regulate your velocity by slowing down at the junction. And the second sign that you can see in the middle is also talking about what? Regulating your velocity in terms of what? Lavoro in corso. That means when they are working, you have to what? We have to regulate your velocity. It is not only when you are on the highway going that you have to, or you are stopping the car, that is when you have to regulate your velocity. Have it in mind that when there is this middle sign that you can see on your screen, which is talking about what? In presenza di lavoro, and you are speeding, one, you can get a multa from it. For example, normally on the autostrada, when you are driving on the autostrada and you they are using to what to work on this autostrada, and you have to slow down, and you are what you are bypassing the car, or you are doing anyhow to the driver on the street, or the driver who is using the car. If you are being taking your targa, which is your normal plate, you can be sanctioned, and also what you can be given another punishment, as you didn't comply with the rules and regulation. As the car is saying that, the sign is saying that slow down. You don't know whether people are working there. Once you see the sign, whether people are there or whether they are not there, you have to what slow down. So that is also talking about what regulating of what the velocity. So the third one is also talking about what in caso de traffico misto. In caso de what traffico misto. What is the in caso de traffico misto that we are talking about, which is the third sign that you are seeing here? In caso de traffico misto is talking about what when there is traffic. So in terms of traffic, we have different types of traffic. We have traffic whether the car is being spoiled on the road, or we have traffic whether the cars are not moving. All is talking about traffic. So when there is traffic, the cars are not moving, you have to what regulate your velocity by slowing down. As a driver, when the cars are not moving, or the cars in front of you are not moving, what you have to do is you have to regulate or slow down in terms of what traffic. So in all this type of signs that you are seeing here, wherever you see them being placed, you have to what regulate your velocity according to what the sign that they have placed there. The first one is talking about when you are getting to a junction, you have to slow down. When you see people working, you have to slow down. And also when there is traffic, remind you that when there is traffic, for example, you can see a tractor which is being used at the farm on the main street or on the highway going. When you see tractors don't use a highway, which is the autostrada, no. They normally use the normal road and also strada extra urban. So when you see them going and you are back of them, you have to regulate your velocity by slowing down, because they are big cars, and as you are trying to overtake them anyhow, it can cause an accident. So these are altre casi in cui occurre regular la velocità. They are what? They are altre causes that you have to what? You have to regulate your velocity in terms of what? Driving. So as you can see, the first one is talking about encroach. The second one is talking about in presenza di lavoro in corso, and the third one is in caso di what? Traffico misto. So these are all signs that you have to what? Regulate your velocity or slow down in terms of what? Driving. So we are going to quickly answer some questions here. I think for some time now, we have been learning about what regulating of the word the velocita. So okay. Okay. So we are in the part where we are going to answer some questions also. Okay. So please, if you can see the questions on your screen. Comment on the section for me to know if you can see the questions on your screen. Let me know on the comment section. We are going to answer 10 questions out of these 30 questions, which is being what assigned for the regulation of what the VELOCITA in terms of what speed reducing. So all right, so if you can see the question on your screens, I'm going to read the question and we answer them together. So if you are following us or you are joining us, today we learned about what in cars, like cases that you have to what you have to regulate your velocity. So if you are joining us now, if you can see the question, please comment on the section. Let me know if you can see the questions on your screen. All right, so the first question here is talking about what? Si deve regolare la velocità in base alle condizioni del fondo stradale, presenza di buchi, sconnessione, fogliame e bagnato. Si deve regolare la velocità. This word here, this deve is what? It's one of the words that you have to what? You have to be very, very careful in the questions, in the theory questions, because most of the times it's questions like it's words that they normally bring in the theory question. The meaning of this word here is talking about what? A must, like it is must. They like must. It's something that you have to what? You have to do. It is not whether you like or if you like you do it. No, it is something which is what must. So the question here is talking about what? Si devi regolare la velocità in base alle condizioni del fondo stradale. You have to reduce your velocity in base alle condizioni di stradale. In base alle condizioni di stradale. That means that in the terms of condition of the road, you have to what? Reduce your velocity. In terms of the road being what? Buchi, like having holes in it, or strada bagnato, strada deformata, or whether the road is what? Bagnato, which is like bagnato, which is wet or something like that. You have to reduce your velocity. So this question here is what? Vero. Yeah, it is vero, because there's no way this question is going to be false. So it is what? Vero. So this second one is talking about a limited maximum di velocità sulle autostrada è di 70 km per ora per autovettura che traina una caravan. Autovettura che traina una caravan. So I want to know the response here, vero or false. So if you are joining us for the first time, you can also answer the question at the section. Just click on the comment section and give us your response for this question here. It's saying that a limited maximum di velocità sull'autostrada, like the maximum velocity on autostrada for autovettura che traino una caravan. Autovettura che traino una caravan. So I'm waiting for your answers. A vero or false one, please let's do it quick. If you can see on the section, comment your answer. If it's vero, you can comment on the section. If it's false, you can also comment on the section for us to know. Okay, someone is saying false. All right, let's see if another person will also comment on the section. A vero or false for this thing here. It says autovettura che traino una caravan. Autovettura che traino una caravan, and it's saying that the velocità su autostrada è 70 km per ora. So è vero o falso? Okay, it says falso, sì. Sì, è falso. Sulla autostrada è su strada extraurbana principale. In caso di nebbia fitta, con visibilità inferiore 100 metri possono essere imposti limite maximum temporaneo di velocità non superiore 50 km per ora. È vero o falso? Se sull'autostrada. Steven Sam is saying vero. Watch the question carefully. Say sull'autostrada, strada extraurbana principale. In caso di nebbia fitta con visibilità inferiore 100 metri, possono essere imposte le limiti massimi temporanei di velocità non superiore 50 km per ora sull'autostrada. When on the autostrada, the maximum velocity we have on autostrada is 130 kilometers per hour. And when there is snow, most of the times you can see 100 or 90 kilometers per hour when there is what? Snow, 110. But I've never seen a speed limit being what? 50 kilometers per hour to autostrada. And it's saying temporary, like tempera. When the snow is high, that you cannot have any access or the road is full up with snow, they can put the temporal speed limit what to be 50 kilometers per hour. Evero, because on the autostrada, when it is snowing like this or when there is too much snow, the snows are being carried out. So there is no way there's going to be what much snow on the autostrada to have a speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour. So those say vero, it is not vero, but falso. It is falso because autostrada cannot have 50 kilometers per hour. No. The minimum that they can put on the autostrada is what? 110, which is what? 100 kilometers per hour, which is taking out the what? The 90. It is strada extraurbana principale, which is for Wichita. That sometimes you can have what? Limited maximum the what? Cinquanta. When it is what? It is snowing. When there is snow, you can have cinquanta. But on autostrada, no. A limited maximum di velocità per una macchina agricola con pneumatici di 50 km per hour. Limited maximum di velocità per macchina agricole. Macchina agricole. È vero o falso? Macchina agricole. That is the farm macchina, like macchina agricole, the tractors that they use at the farm. And it's saying that the maximum velocità for this car is what? 50 kilometers per hour. È vero o falso? Okay, falso. See, Steven Sam is saying falso. See, it's falso because the speed limit for macchina agricole is current 45 kilometers per hour. It's 45 kilometers per hour. It is not 50. All right, let's go to the se in un centro abitato si deve vedi una pallone rotolare sulla carreggiata, bisogna rallentare possibilmente per evitare di essere tamponati a veicoli che segui. In centro abitati, se vedi un pallone, which is the football, rotolare sulla carreggiata, like rolling on the street or on the street, bisogna rallentare progressivamente per evitare di essere tamponati da altri veicoli che segui. Like when you see the ball on the street, which is what pallone. These balls are being used by children. So mostly when you see them on the street and you are going as a driver, once you see the ball on the street, you have to what? You have to slow down. Yeah, you have to slow down, reduce your limit, and also start slowing down. Very or fast. So. Okay, it's vero. All right. In caso in cui un gusto al veicolo si rimane bloccato sulla sede ferroviaria, un passaggio leggero occorre scaricare rapidamente il veicolo per salvare almeno il carico. All right, this question here, I want to explain it. For passaggio leggero, no. Someone is saying vero. Wait, it's not vero. Wait. In caso in cui un gusto al veicolo si rimane bloccati sulle sedi ferroviarie di un passaggio livello. Passaggio livello. Passaggio livello is the one that normally they use to block the road, the train line for cars to cross. And it says, occorre scaricare rapidamente il veicolo per salvare almeno il carico. Listen to the question well. The trickish way they use, they normally put this question in that they will put the question in a form of what? Good limit, and they will use another way to what? To block it. For the previous question we answered about this Makina Agricole, the speed limit is 40 kilometers per hour. Sorry, I said 45. It's 40, it's not 45, sorry. So this one is saying that occurre scaricare. That means if the car has what? Stop on the road, you have to scaricare the things out of it to what? To prevent the things from spoiling, which is what? Falso. What you have to do in terms of the car stopping on the passaggio livello, which is the train line, blocking or spoiling on the passaggio livello, the first thing you have to do, in caso in cui per un gusto di veicolo rimane bloccati sulla sede ferroviaria, like when the car blocks on the train line, which is the passaggio livello, the first thing you have to do is what? Let the people who are in the car get down. The passengers in the car or anybody in the car get down. And they give hands to what? To push the car out of the train line. When your car block on the train line or get stopped on the train line, when the train line, the passaggio livello has closed, you don't need to start removing things from it. It is false. You don't need to remove anything from the car. The first thing you have to do is what? You have to what? Start allowing people who are inside the car or alerting them to calm down. And you guys push the car out of the train lane. By pushing it out of the train lane, it will be for you to do the next thing. But if you start removing things from it, the train will come, because when the train is coming, it is not going to brake. And before they will signal the train to brake, it is going to be too late. So first of all, if the car is moving and you see the train, the barrier crossing, you can what? You can hit the barrier and go out of it. Only when you have entered into the train lane. If you have passed the first barrier or the first passaggio livello and the other one starts closing and you are going, you can hit it and go out of the train lane. But when the thing is closing and you are at the side of the road or the back side of the road, you cannot enter, you have to stop. So when, in case you get into the passaggio livello and your car gets stuck, for example, the car gets stuck, it's not moving again, the only thing you have to do is what? You have to quickly what? Alert the people who are in the car to what? To get down. All of them, they have to shandy. So you alert them by what? By shandy. And when they shandy, that is when you guys are going to what? Push the car out of what? The train lane. So the seventh question is says that si devi in particolare regolare la velocità in presenza di lavoro in corso. Si deve particolare regolare la velocità in presenza di what? Lavoro in corso. That is what I said in the explanation previously. that you have to reduce your velocity when there is what? Lavoro in corso. And this one is saying that si deve particolare regolare la velocità. Like you have to, it is a must. You have to regulate your velocity by slowing down when there is what? Lavoro in corso. So this one is what? Vero. Il limite maximum di velocità per uno autocarro di massa complessivo fino a 3,5 tonnellate sull'autostrada di 120 km per ora. I want to see the chacos here. Vero or falso? Sam is saying vero. Il limite maximum di velocità per autocarro di massa complessiva fino a 3,5 tonnellate sull'autostrada è 120 km per ora. Sam is saying vero. Autocarro 3,5, which is the Frigoni, or even if it's normal car with another car at the back, which is Treno, it like carrying it being joined with another car, together making 3,5 tonnellati sull'autostrada è 120 km per ora. And some is saying vero. Wow. È vero? Are you guys sure it's vero? Because autostrada is what? 30 kilometers per hour. And the speed limit for normal cars is 130. And this one is saying that 3,5, which is what? The normal car limit for what? Normal drivers for the patented B. So if you are saying it is vero, I'm not sure, because 120 is not vero. Okay, it's falso. All right. The ninth question is saying that i conducenti deve regulare la velocità tenendo conto esclusivamente della limite massimi. Tenendo conto esclusivamente della limite massimi. Tenendo conto esclusivamente della limited maximi. Like the driver have to regulate the velocity, holding only when exclusivamente, like without the limited maximum the what? Velocità. I'm waiting for your response here. Sam and it's Edith. I'm waiting for your response. It says il conducente deve regolare la velocità tenendo conto esclusivamente del limite massimi di limite massimi. Sam is saying falso. Okay. All right. I cannot click on the answers again because the time is up. All right. So let's take the 10th question here. It says il limite maximum di velocità per una macchina operatrice gommata è 40 km per ora. Last question, let's 40. It says macchina agricole gommata. Macchina agricole gommata. So let's see the chacos here with the last question. Some then edit. I'm waiting for the last question. It's a limited maximum di velocità. Limited maximum di velocità per una macchina agricola operatrice gomata, like the macchina agricole, the ones that are having what? The macchina agricole, we have different types. We have the one with tie and we have the one without tie. The one that is having chains that they normally use. Okay, it is saying Vero, Sam is saying Vero. Okay. All right. So, guys, I think this brings us to the end of today's lessons. If what we are doing, you are learning something from it, or you are getting updates on what we are doing, like you are following our theory lessons, please do us a favor. Once you see our live notification, just join and also try to like and comment on the section after the video, and also try to share to your friends. I think where we have gotten to now, we have to start doing much of the quiz. So this week, I think we are going to use it for quiz week, that we will be answering much of the questions that we have in the theory exam, so that we will be preparing ourselves for the exams. Those who are going to write their exams. Last week, someone just messaged me all the way from Napoli, saying that he was um being introduced to someone by the channel to join the YouTube classes, and the guy is saying that it has really been a help to him because he was not getting many of the things that they were teaching him at the driving school. But when he joined the classes and when he started following the channel, he has been able to write his exams and he has passed. So he was even introducing the channel to many of his friends at the down there, which is Napoli. So if you are also privileged to have our channel, all I need from you is kindly please share the videos to your friends, and also introduce to your friends to watch the video from initial to where we have gotten to, so that they will get much understanding about what we are trying to teach or to bring across. So see you again, if God permit, in our next video. Stay safe and stay blessed. Ciao.